and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fred VanVleet.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. And for the Rockets, Chelsea Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Tari Eason is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
From past the arc, good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rockets on offense. Outside, KD. Takes it off the glass.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Eason with it, defended by Alexander Walker. Eason's shot is good. So it's Atlanta now. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Okongwu with a screen on Eason. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Eason. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Eason. Tries it from 19, and it's good. 2 points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Şengün. Coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. And he gets it to go.
A true monster in the paint. And just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Eason. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Okongwu with a screen on Eason. Driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And the first one drops. And so Alexander Walker nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Shot by Eason, no good.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Atlanta leading by 3. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
In the corner, it's Eason. Another miss by Houston.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
They set the pick inside to the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Okongwu with the screen for Rizeshe. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bobbed up there for Thompson. The shot missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Stolen by Thompson. And they get it. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look at Houston. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And you know, Houston, they haven't been the dominant force lately that we've kind of come to expect. They're still going to be a factor, though, in the postseason.
Eason passes to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
That's good from Durant. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Durant nails both of them. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams, I feel, are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson to the middle. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Pass to Thompson. From the stripe. Good as the jump shot falls.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. He lobs it up and stolen by Şengün. To the inside, Eason. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
He hits both from the stripe.
And what Jalen Johnson brings to the floor is energy and unselfishness. He works hard out there every single night, and he's all about team.
Now here's Thompson. Smith outside. Houston moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Driving inside. And it's Ricochet missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thompson in the posts. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Adams. He's checked in for the Rockets. Şengün comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Atlanta making a switch here. Rockets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now brings Şengün out there with Durant. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Thompson. And it's Shepard in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. KD finds Adams. He gets it in there. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Here's Thompson. KD on the wing. Guarded by Ricochet. Durant drains it from distance.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson. To the paint. It's stolen by Shepard. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Shepard. Shepard's got 3 assists now in this one. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge. This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Thompson sets the pick for KD. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Now Ricochet. Still yet to score. Baseline J on the way. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Alexander Walker. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Smith checked in for Steven Adams. Now here's Durant. He's got 13. The drive by Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepard. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Fourth, Onyeka Okongwu.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Johnson outside. Fires top of the key. Count it. Johnson's got 9 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Şengün finds Eason. Pocket 6. Smith the pass to Durant. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Hawks trail by 10. Johnson right side. Three-pointer. That one no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Eason passes to Smith. Thompson outside. Houston moving it around. Johnson against Smith. KD can't get it to go. Atlanta's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. McCollum's checked in for the Hawks. On defense, Houston. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Hits it from three-point range. Eason's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Over to the left wing. Rizachet with it. Scoreless thus far. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks again can't hit. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Eason's shot is good.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy, too.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Down low. That one's in there. Rocket lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Johnson.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Eason. Now Thompson. There's the lob to Adams. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
And checking out some numbers for Jalen Johnson. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do. Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
After Rizachet drains it from beyond the arc.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizachet ready to go once he got it.
And here is KD. He's got 13. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
1:25 left in the first half. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Houston. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And I wonder if the crowd noise got in their head. It seemed like it was affecting them.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson. No good on that one.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Smith. KD's got 11 points in the quarter.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
It's stolen by Eason. And here we go. Johnson heading to the hoop.
And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Good D by Johnson. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Mavericks.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
And McCollum launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And get ready for the Fan Sports Shot.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Warriors. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Two elite squads, Ernie. One winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Houston Rockets.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The Hawks trail by 20, and so in the game for the Hawks, Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. Johnson and Okongwu man the first position.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. And he makes good on the layup. Durant's got 17 now.
There is no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Shingu with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Atlanta's shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Reza Shea. Alexander Walker on the wing. Okongwu with a screen on Easton. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. He's got 11.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Durant, the pass to Smith. Out to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
The Rockets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Thompson no good on the free throw. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Okongwu. He hits it from 9. And that's now 10 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Back to Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Rockets, number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Back to Alexander Walker. Shea in the corner. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 22. Here's Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jabari Smith.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pass to Shea. Şengün against Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Back to Alexander Walker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
The screen from Thompson. Fires the 3. And Kevin Durant good for 3. KD's got 24.
They have come out of halftime in fuego.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so it's Atlanta with it. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.